Hello Virgo, this is your love and relationship reading, and while I'll pull the cards, I'll be talking a little bit. So love and relationships, I'll be doing two spreads. I'll be doing here first for those of you who are still single, and then the other spread is for those who are in a committed relationship. I'll be drawing a U energy, main cards, clarifiers, and just to end with oracle cards. Now again, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So it's a general reading, so that means that you may resonate. These are new cards, so they're still a little bit like, ooh, can't really work them. So this is a general reading. That means that some of you Virgos will completely resonate, some will not resonate. Maybe you resonate only with parts. Please leave behind what doesn't resonate, because that's not meant for you, and please just only focus on what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, go and have a look at the video for your moon or rising sign, and maybe you resonate better with that. Now also, the last thing I want to say is the cards are here to show you a potential. Now the shifting of the energy, and also the fact that there's more than one energy involved, because we're talking relationships here, means that nothing is written in stone, and never is it written in stone with the cards. Nothing is ever written in stone with tarot cards or oracle cards. It just doesn't work like that. I don't believe in that. Well, that's the way I use it. And everything is always changing and flexing and progressing and transforming. So the reading is done now at this moment, and it gives you the potential for now. And I'm emphasizing the word potential. It's a potential. It's not a definite outcome. It's not a definite truth. It's every time a potential, because you have free will. You're a conscious participant in your life, and you decide ultimately what you're going to do. And depending on how you react and what you do and what actions you take, outcomes are going to be different. What's happening here? Okay. Oh my God, I'm making a mess out of it. Okay, so just wanted to say that because, I mean, especially with love and relationships, people pay sometimes way too much importance to it. And then they sort of narrow themselves down, and that's really not the idea of the cards. The cards want to help you, they want to support you, they want to guide you, but they don't want to be prescriptive and say you can only do that. That's not what they want you to do, and that's not a good thing if you would let the cards do that. And don't forget that everything is always changing, and that everything is always influenced by other things, other situations, other energies. So to speak only about this is it, that would be really very narrow and in the box. Okay. Another thing I want to say is, before I start the reading, is stay until the end, because at the end I will tell you how you can win a free tarot reading with me. The other thing I want to say is, if you want to go to the readings for the moon and the ascendant sign, it doesn't matter. I will always put timestamps in, so you can go to the relevant parts in the video, so you don't have to watch the whole video, because I can understand that everybody's time is limited and you don't want to watch 500 videos, yeah? I do understand that, so that's why I put timestamps. Okay, let's start this. I'm just going to turn around these cards because I want more information about this U energy here. So we start with the Ace of Swords. That's for singles. This is the singles reading, yes. We have then the Six of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I needed to turn these around because it didn't make sense just by itself. I feel that you are almost starting fresh when it comes to dating or starting to meet people. It feels like you are looking at that dating or meeting new people with a different mindset. because there has been some breakthroughs about yourself, about your past dating life. There has been some insights you have gained with this Ace of Swords. Look at, it's sort of cutting through everything and it's lighting up the whole sky. So for me, you have made some realizations from you, and those realizations are obviously based on past experiences, because from past experiences we can take lessons, we learn. And that's here what happened to you. But I feel that because you have this new perspective, this new way of seeing things, and this new way of standing in with yourself, and the way your attitude towards the dating scene is a bit like, look, this is like half woman, half, I think it's half peacock. And there is, you know, it feels like she's flying, but there is this light and this dark, and the Six Swords standing up. So I feel that there is, it feels like you're neither here nor there. You're neither completely ready to start dating scene, although this is a beginning, but I feel this is more a beginning of you having that different mindset and a different look at things. And that makes you sort of, I'm getting ready to enter the dating scene, but I'm not completely ready yet. And that's why you're sort of in between that lighter sky, or whether it's not water, because we have the green here and we have water here. So that light sky and that dark sky. And I feel there's also sometimes a little bit of a resistance, like, you know, it's been stormy before. You have had some stormy experiences, maybe some bad experiences altogether when you were dating before. And that's why you're probably not completely ready to jump completely into the dating scene just yet. Because that Five of Wands also tells me that you actually want to. You want to, but you're also at the same time resisting it. And together with that Six of Swords, for me, it's really you're sort of a little bit holding back. And that is also about, because of some insights you have gained about yourself, but also about that actual dating scene and how it works, and what sort of sacrifices it means, what sort of energy it takes, what sort of attitude from you need to have. And so I feel that you're in the middle of a sort of transition where you are incorporating all the things you have realized from the past, and that also makes you resistant and a little bit hesitant to enter the dating scene, because you know it's going to take a little bit out of you. It's going to take energy from you, and it's going to you need to give from yourself, and you will give from yourself in the hope that then you receive in turn from other people, that the people that you're dating. But that is all still a little bit like up in the air, and you're not ready to do that. You're not ready to do that. You know, that sort of game, that dating game where there's give a little bit of information about yourself, receive a little bit of information from the other side. And I feel here with these two cards, to do this, you're not just ready. I feel you need a little bit more time. Eventually you're going to get there, yes. I feel that's in the cards, but not just now. So do remember, this is for 2 or 3 months, this reading, this energy is present. So I feel that this year you're really entering really entering fully that dating scene with those new insights, with really knowing, what am I going to give, what don't I want to give, how am I going to set my boundaries, which boundaries are important to me. That is still out there, and that is further out, because at the moment here you're still doing the deep work. You're still doing the, sort of the processing of the insights, of the knowledge that you gained, the wisdom that you gained from past experiences, and you need to incorporate that. That's why you're not ready. That's why you're hesitant to go into the dating scene. Eventually that will sort itself out more towards the end of this 2 to 3 month period. So let's pull out some extra cards here and see if there is anything more you need to know. Queen of Pentacles. I feel you have sort of gotten a lot of self-knowledge with these insights and that thing. And because that, look, these two pentacles, Seven of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. And because of that self-knowledge and insights about you, but also, of course, about the dating scene, you have sort of, you know which are your boundaries. I feel this Queen of Pentacles is about you setting healthy boundaries. And the fact is that here, you're still sort of searching those boundaries and seeing how you want to do that and how you need to do that. And that is sort of, yeah. Let me see whether I'm still, yes, I'm still recording because I got a message in, so I need to see. So you're setting boundaries. You know what is important. Now, boundaries are not only about saying no. Boundaries is a feeling. It's a feeling that, okay, this is what I value. This is where they can enter and where I'm more flexible. And these are values or things that I hold important where I'm not so flexible on. And you're still sort of making that garden of boundaries. You know, what do I value? What is important? When I go on the dating scene, which boundaries am I going to set for myself and which one I'm going to hold up? What values do the people that I'm going to date, what is important in them? What do I need to see in them in order for me to have a try out date or go on a date überhaupt with that person. So it's you really on a self-discovery journey, and here that's the self-discovery and tending to your garden, creating the garden of boundaries. But that Queen of Pentacles is really you knowing that you need to have them and you're going to adhere to them. But also adhere to the fact that persons you're going to date, they need to have some of these boundaries, at least one or two, or values, at least one or two similar or cohesive values that are cohesive and coherent with yours. Because otherwise it's not worth your energy, yes, and not worth your time and energy investment. Okay, what's going to come out here? Five of Wands, and then we have the Two of Swords on top. I'm going to pull the other cards. Oh, come on. Okay, so we have a Four of Wands, we have a Two of Swords. So when I said here, there is a bit of that inner conflict, there is a little bit of reticence, there is a bit of withholding, or, you know, not ready to jump in at a certain point. And I don't know when that will be, and you don't know when that will be, when you will be ready, but you will feel it. This is not a rational thing. You will feel deep in your gut, in your bones, that you're ready to enter the scene. It's not a rational thing, even though these are swords. At the moment, when you're thinking about it, you think you probably have a rational choice in it. You know that you can set a timer on it and see, okay, I'm going to enter the dating scene on that date at that time. And that's not how it's going to work. It's going to work completely different. It's going to work, and I'm going to read this in a very strange way. It's going to work when you're ready, when you are totally ready and prepared, and when these are the Four of Wands, foundation. Fours are foundations. There's the Four Wands, the pillars. When your pillars, your foundation is in order, and you feel solid again, that is when you're going to enter the dating scene again. Not when everything is up in the air and when you're overthinking, when you're in thinking mode. It's a feeling that you're going to have. You will know in your bones, now I'm ready to step into the dating scene. It's a bit vague, I know, but those who are very in tune with their body, they will know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what else? Yeah, Five of Cups. and death. You see, when I said here, a Six of Pentacles, that you need to be ready to give and take, and you know that the dating scene is give and take, and you know, you have to only start going into the dating scene when you feel solid, because you know it's give and take there, and that's why you need to feel solid to enter it again, because otherwise there may be disappointment again, because you have gone through a big transformation with this Ace of Swords. What goes before this Ace of Swords, before this, you have been doing that, or well, you're still doing that. You're in this big transformation, personal growth. And that personal growth has brought many realizations of things that are worth your while and things that are not so much worth your while. What is important to me? It's about these values. Yeah, here, these pentacles. That's not about money. This is really about values and boundaries. Because, as I said, values are often boundaries are often value-based and value-connected. And when they are connected with a value, when you set boundaries according to a certain value, a core value that you hold, these boundaries are going to be much stronger, also much more authentic. They're going to be really representing you and what you let happen and what you don't let happen. And that's why you need this solid foundation, because you're still doing that. You're still in a process of transformation, of discovery, of self-discovery, of self-growth. Now, if you go too fast and you step into the dating scene too fast before you're ready, before you have this sorted, then, and these pentacles here, then you're going to probably focus on the negative part of dating again, and not on the good things. You're not going to see the good things on the dating scene. You're going to focus on the negative, and then you're going to be disappointed. So take your time. I feel that entering the dating scene for you is really more at the end of this 2 to 3 month period that I'm reading for. Okay, let's move over to those who are in a committed relationship, and I'm going to turn the cards again. So we have you energy is the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles, and another King of Pentacles. Wow. There is not much I can say about this other than I feel so. I'm going to be a bit traditional here, and I'm going to put these down because I just lost my viewfinder. So I was saying I'm going to be a little bit traditional. I'm going to say this is the couple. Now, I don't care if that's, a woman and a man, 2 men, 2 women, a polyamorous relationship, a relationship between non-binary people. I'm going to be traditional in saying this is the couple. This is representing each part of, the couple. And because it's pentacles, again, there is similar values, holding similar values. There is groundedness. There is solidity to the relationship, Virgo. This is a relationship that works, that is also based on mutual understanding, on having similar value systems. And now, the Strength card is a bit strange, because in this deck, it's this woman that is, sort of held by this big boa constrictor, but coming out of the egg, if you can see it. I hope you can see it. I'm going to pull it further in. Yeah, that's the egg, that's the snake. She can't speak. It feels like she has no mouth. And there is a very dark background. So it's a bit different than the Strength card in other decks. And I feel sometimes there is something here that you cannot say about this relationship, and that you really would like to say because you want it to come out of the egg, as it were. You want it to be born into the world, something that is on your mind, that's on your heart, that's weighing on you, because it's weighing on you because of the darkness. I'm going by the colors. I'm really going by the image here now in this reading, yeah? Something is weighing on you, and you need to bring it. Need to give it a voice. But the snake is the fear. The fear is holding you back from giving it a voice, from speaking up, from saying what you think, from saying what you feel, from giving birth and bringing into light that what is weighing you down. Now I feel, and this is, I have this weird thing in this reading. I feel that sometimes you are afraid, and I feel that there is a danger in this card, with the Strength card, that you would let in the energy of someone else. This King of Pentacles is not you. This is you, yes. This is your partner, yes. So your partner is important. You have a very solid relationship. But this fear of yours that you're not giving voice to, and that needs to be discussed in the relationship in order to make the relationship work. And let's see what the clarifiers give out. Please, please don't stay silent, because that could give space to a third energy interfering. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to have an affair or that you're going to cheat with this person, but I mean, this feels like a person that you admire, that also hold a similar value to yours, that you can talk to, that you trust, that you feel comfortable with. But if you don't speak up about something that is bothering you in this relationship, in your relationship, then this energy of this person can start to interfere. Maybe not in a sexual affair, or in a love affair, or an emotional affair, but well, maybe an emotional affair, yes. Not necessarily a real affair, but more like an emotional attachment to this person, and that can start to make this solidity that you have, and it can interfere there. And it can bring an energy that you don't want in there. This is someone you know. Now, it can be also that you're going... Let's get the clarifiers out before I say something stupid here. Just, let me do that. Sometimes I have... Sometimes I block when I'm reading the cards, and I always want to be very authentic and open and transparent about that, because at this moment, this is my first hunch. Yeah, this is the first thing that came in when I saw the cards. Like, okay, way too many court cards. This is not your energy nor your partner's energy. That's what I feel. But let me go further and delve and dig a little bit deeper before I delve myself into complete nonsense, But there is something there that, you see. Yeah, I'm going to draw the other card, but it's something about the past and nostalgia about the past, and sometimes we have that, yeah. Okay, let me pull the cards first and then go into them. Then we have a Nine of Pentacles. Here we have a Queen of Wands. Okay, that is good, because you see that you still have the fire for your partner, because this is your partner, still holds fire for you. So that is good. Something is changing here. Wheel of Fortune. Let's have a look. Okay, Eight of Swords. Told you, oh, devil, told you it's somebody else there. Okay, so I wasn't speaking nonsense. So, that thing you want, that you have weighing on your mind, it's something to do with the past. Probably the past of your relationship, the beginning of your relationship, that period of courtship. And I feel there is probably an element of this courtship that you're now currently missing, because we're talking here Pentacles, earth, grounded. But we're not talking fire, we're not talking water here, we're not talking air, we're talking really solid ground. But sometimes solid ground alone is not enough for relationships. Sometimes we need a little bit of more emotion, a little bit more romance, a little bit more courtship. And I feel that is what you're missing, but you're not saying it, you're shutting up about it. Why are you shutting up about it? I think that is a question that you have to ask yourself. I'm asking it to you now. Think about it. Think about it, Virgo, because you really have to think about it. You can't hide it and keep on hiding it because it needs to come out in the open, because it's important to you. This Nine of Pentacles for me speaks about how important this courtship element and this romance is. And that is what can bring the groundedness back, the solidity back. It's needed for this relationship to continue growing and to continue being there and being, you want to also to this relationship to not be in stagnation, and to stay still and to not move and to not grow. You want to have the elements there. You want to have flow and to grow into an even more better, rewarding garden. But that needs that element of romance and courtship. And that is something that you're withholding from your partner, but withholding is not going to help you. It's not going to solve that issue that you have. And I don't know why you're so afraid to speak up. Because, and I really don't see it, because your partner still loves you very much. There's still a lot of passion for you. So why would you not speak up? I think you really have to speak up. I think if you speak up, that Wheel of Fortune tells me, if you speak up, you can bring, that sort of fresh air and that breath of fresh air and that courtship and that romantic part back into the relationship. It will change the relationship for the better, but you have to speak up. Now, these three cards here for me are really when you don't speak up. When you don't speak up, you will feel stuck in this relationship. You're not trapped. You're not. It's in your head, really. It's because you stay silent and you don't want to see that the solution is to speak up about your feeling and your emotion. And that lack of a little bit romantic, a little bit frivolous dating, a frivolous courtship. You need that. You need that element, but you have to tell it. You have to say it. If you don't say it, you're going to feel trapped. If you feel trapped, this person, and that's that devil as well, there's room for another person to navigate in and to worm themselves in between the two of you, to come in between the two of you, this devil, and really, that's why I said this is a person maybe you trust, but on the other hand, when they come between you, they will be this devil. They will probably do something bad and something that is not good to the relationship. So please, if I can give you any advice, don't be afraid to speak up and be very transparent with what you're feeling. And even if your partner is not listening from the first time, do bring it out again. Do say it again. Bring it up again, and until it is understood and until it is part of the relationship, and that will bring the relationship into a new level, into a good new level, and not here. Okay? This is what we don't want. Just saying. Okay, let's go to the oracle cards and see what they have to say. So for singles, I'm going to pull them all first and then I'm going to read them, so I can probably shuffle or fast forward or something like that. So for singles, for spirits, and then here for committed relationship. Time to heal. Yeah. That part needs to be healed, isn't it? Okay. This is from the Soul Coaching Oracle. for singles. What do singles need to know? Which one is a card for them? Delight. Okay, that is beautiful. And commitment. Okay. I'm happy that that card came out. So let's go in here first. So this is for the singles who are ready yet not ready to enter the dating scene and who are in this big transformation. The horse spirit is with you. So you have the freedom to enter that dating scene whenever you want. So don't force yourself, don't rush yourself. Wait until you feel ready to go in there, because this also, the freedom is one of your values here. That is important in a relationship, that people leave you your freedom. So probably you need to set some boundaries around that as well as soon as you start the dating scene, so that your freedom is not stifled by the other person. I feel that's very important to communicate. Then the other is delight. I delight in everything in my world, and divine joy fills me. So I feel you can only enter the dating scene when this transformation process is done. But in the meanwhile, that doesn't mean you cannot delight in other things. And maybe you need to practice that delight, because I feel that when you enter the dating scene with delight, it's going to be fun. And you're going to be completely different in that, in the way you date, in the way you present yourself on the dating scene, and your self-confidence and your self-worth. It's much bigger. It will show, and that will be delightful to you, but it will also be delightful to those who see you and who date you. So wait until you're ready, yeah? Don't rush it. Now, for those in committed relationships, the snake spirit says it's time to heal, and I feel, again, that's that snake. Remember, I'm going to pull the card out. I'm going to mix them all up, especially because I want you to see it. That snake, yeah? Snake, the Order Boris was from the symbol for the medical profession, yeah? But I feel here it's also that fear. That snake is holding you back, your fear to speak up. But you need to heal that. You need to stop being afraid to speak up. And when you can heal that and when you can speak up, that's when you're going to solve it and you're going to rescue your relationship. But my commitments increase my joy and freedom. That's the commitment card. I do feel that your partner is committed to you and that you are committed to your partner. I'm not saying you are not. I'm not saying that you are on purpose doing this, inviting this person or this energy in, and then this happens. No, you're not doing that. But your fear is sort of making you blind to see what you need to do, to see that you can't be held back by the fear, and that you can free yourself by the fear by just speaking up. There is no lack of commitment, and I feel that this card is good that it came out, because it sort of tells me that you're probably going to do the wise thing and speak up. So Virgo, that's your reading. If you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, maybe share it with people that you know, maybe give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe, maybe click that alarm bell so that you know when other readings come out. Daily guidance you can find here on YouTube. You can find also on my other social media. On TikTok you can find extra short readings. I do lots of short bonus readings on TikTok, also specific for zodiac signs, but also general readings, and it's a fun medium because I have 3 minutes there. That's why I do them there. And other readings of course can be found here. Do check them out, and if you want a personal reading, go to my website. The link is also in the description box. The last thing I want to say is that you can win a tarot reading with me. The winner will be announced 30th or 31st of March, let's say end of March. And the only thing you have to do is put in the comments here or on TikTok the words Magic 2022, and that's it. Then I will consider you for winning a tarot reading, and I will announce this winner in a video. So that's why I probably click that alarm bell, so you know when to check in. on the right time to see whether it was you who won that reading if you put Magic 2022 into the comments here or on TikTok. Okay, that's it from me to you, Virgo. Bye for now. Thank you for being here.